What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark, MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic. And today, I'm still considering things and I'm considering Laroy, Texas. I'm considering moving there, so if you can let me know. No, I'm not. Um, this is a, what do I want to say? Comedy, thriller, dark comedy. It's hard to tell because it didn't have audio description. I'm going to go with dark comedy here a little bit. Although it's not like I wasn't like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Um it's kind of bleak in the beginning too when I describe it to you. You're like, oh my god, this is funny. You wait for the twist. There's a twist. Okay. So it's about a guy played by John Megarro who finds out his girlfriend is cheating on him and he goes to kill himself. But before he can, he's mistaken as a hitman. And then the hijinks ensues. So this guy that's sort of, he's sort of like a quiet guy that is already sort of downtrodden and nobody really, he's a guy that kind of people just walk right through, you know? Just like, I don't want to say a loser because that's unfair. But plus I didn't have audio description, so he might be an awesome guy. He might just, exude awesomeness. There are always those things when you don't provide me accessibility that I just don't know. I just don't know. Um, but yeah, he's definitely not an alpha, I should say. So for him to be recognized and be like, "Oh man, are you a hitman?" and from that point on, it kind of that's where it takes like the darkly comedic route is this guy, you know, this guy's a hitman. So this is almost like a companion piece. For some reason, people keep comparing this to some films that I just disagree with. When I've heard some other people talk about Laroy, I was like, I don't know what film you watched, but I would say considering this year we just had Glenn Powell as the world's most unlikely hitman, this feels like that. And also feels like maybe why you haven't heard of Laroy, Texas, because Glenn Powell kind of did a very similar thing where he played a guy who didn't seem like he would be a hitman, but yet convincingly went in and even though he was faking it for like the police or whatever, like that's what the story is him pretending to be a hitman. There's a little bit of that here too. It's fake it till you make it with John Maggio. It's just Steve Zahn's also in this, and Steve Zahn's been doing some great work on Silo, so I'm really excited for him. I hope he gets an Emmy nomination for Silo. I know he won't, but I'm just going to put that out there and say that out loud to the world because I think he's excellent. And Zahn's career has just been getting better and better. He's a character actor that's just been getting better and better work as he grows up. So it's nice to see him in the cast. I just wish this had audio description. I thought it was fine. I don't think it's necessarily the most undiscovered gem of the year. However, I'm open to that, but I need audio description to connect those dots. It's like I see the ingredients, but nobody's given me a recipe. That's kind of what it's like. It's like, oh, these all look like nice ingredients. I see on the table. Thank you. These all look fine, but I don't know what I'm making. Nobody's told me. This kind of feels like that. So, yeah, there's too many holes and gaps and moments. It's not a film that lives and dies based on dialogue that pushes its way through. It's not a musical. It doesn't have a bombastic score to it. There are things that usually help me kind of sort of figure out, but it really is like looking at ingredients that could have made 20 different things and be like, I don't know what thing I'm supposed to make. But like you have to make one specific thing. If you make the wrong thing, God help you. That's what this feels like. So sometimes I can narrow it down a little bit better, and I have what I call like a floating grade where I can give you, I don't know what that is here. I do like John Maggio though, and I liked his performance here. So that is the one little thing that I can use to say I think I would lean positive here. But positive to me is anywhere from like a C plus to an A. So positive for me is anywhere from like uh what did I give Spaceman? I gave like that was like a C plus all the way up to like, you know, The Brutalist. You know, I mean somewhere in there. Could be Laroy, Texas. So yeah, I don't know. This is if you're excited, fine, do it. Especially because I think John Megarro is on an upswing. He was excellent this year in September 5, and he's excellent on The Agency, and he was excellent last year in Past Lives. So he seems to be moving forward in a career that's going to continue to give him the right kind of roles. So this could just be something that we look back on in 5 years, like once he's a bigger name, and reflect upon this film later and as a film that should have been. That's probably what this is going to be. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. My official grade is unwatchable due to lack of audio description. I'll see you guys on the other side.